a case study. This is a Western Pennsylvania golf course. I hope people didn't fall off their chairs when they saw this, because I can certainly tell you that I had a Maylocks moment when I walked on this golf course at 5 o'clock in the morning on July 1st in 2019. Went through a substantial period of heat and humidity. You can see that's being ravished by foliar pythium. I'll give you a little background of this golf course. It does well over 200 rounds a day. It's an 18-hole public golf course. Standards of operation were pretty low. They actually have 9 holes that are lighted, so they can really enhance their rounds played. That they have leagues clear to 11 o'clock at night. When I walked in there, there's no irrigation on the fairways. That one treatment had been applied to the turf and the fairway turf. It was treated with a one-and-done product of a crabgrass pre-emergence and an insecticide. So you might imagine I had a profound look on my face when I walked on here. Mostly Paulownia, bluegrass, ryegrass, Rhodes Galley, Heinz 57 mix of turf. Frankly, when I left this at about 10 o'clock that morning, I threw my shoes in the dumpster when I left, so I didn't track it even to my own home. So with that being said, is that we got him on track. We cleared up the pythium with an initial treatment of 1 ounce per thousand of subdue on July 3rd, and then they followed it up with a Fairway Select, which is the secure tebuconazole at 1.3 ounce rate. And we started on the 1904 Colony Complete at a 0.125 pound of nitrogen per thousand, 1.5 ounces of NutriGrow Magnum, and 1 pound per acre was my initial application of the MicroTek. Subsequent treatments were every 2 weeks at 1904 with just the Colony Complete and the NutriGrow Magnum. I didn't have the MicroTek in it. And remarkably, you could see 2.5 months later, there was not any seed cut into that fairway. I took it from a different viewpoint, and I didn't know that I'd be doing this presentation, but there is actually lines of demarcation, if you can see my cursor there, of dollar spot infestation where the sprayer had not sprayed. You see a little bit of clover there, can't do anything with that. All vegetative propagation, even if we went back to the last slide, you could see that there was some green in those grounds, can't see much. But it was remarkable, and I definitely have to attest that to not just the CRN and the 1904 and the rates and every 2 weeks building it up to the plant, but it definitely had to have effects with the TriForce. There is no doubt in my mind. Pretty remarkable. Again, vegetative propagation, there was not any seeding taking place at all. And the pressure of dollar spot was intense. We went through a very arid period, as we all did. Again, I'm in Western Pennsylvania in September. Non-irrigated fairways. Something's going on with the Colony Complete or the TriForce, as well as the synergism with the Magnum, and we know that from our discussions with the technical representatives that we discussed before. So let's fast forward to yesterday. So we're doing a complete case study. I did not have a prior soil sampling, but I did take one yesterday. We did make one tebuconazole application at 0.0 ounce to knock down any of the spores. I wanted to do that. And from this day forward, yesterday forward, or I'm sorry, from the June 3rd forward, we're going to be going every 2 weeks with the 1904, the NutriGrow Magnum, and 2 pounds of MicroTek. And we are also going to add in the Trim Pack Select for clipping control. Frankly, we made those applications clear into October with just the Colony Complete and NutriGrow Magnum, because I did want to build up the biology as well as the controlled release nitrogen, because we came out of winter unbelievably green, and obviously we were growing roots. You can see if there's no way that I could even penetrate those fairways with even a soil probe when I first started there. Remarkably, we have at least 7-inch roots, and you can see the soil profile there, as well as the thatch mat. Now, I'm sure the thatch mat's being completely compressed down by the gazillion rounds that they have there, but still the root strength. And again, with this picture, I do want to emphasize, we had 0.6 inches of precipitation in 14 days and went through 3 days with heat indexes in regular temperatures in 90s, daytime temperatures, heat indexes mid-90s with nighttime temperatures in the 70s. No irrigation, exceeding 250 rounds of play. And again, I about drive off the road when I drive by the place. Can't believe it. So with that being said, is that we're just going to get into it. This is basically really the program that is being bundled together, and that these are rates that I just mentioned at 0.125 pounds of nitrogen per 1,000 square feet with the 1904 and the attributes of the TriForce MicroTek at 2 pounds per acre, as well as the NutriGrow Magnum at 1.5 ounces per 1,000 or 65 ounces per acre. And you can see the bundle, it will cover 25 acres, and it's also $75 per acre and $1,875 per application for 25 acres.